I have a confession to make. I am a recovering procrastinator, and maybe you are as well. In the past, I've always thought that procrastination worked to my advantage. In school, if I gave myself 10 hours to do a project, it would take me precisely 10 hours. But I soon discovered that if I gave myself only 5 hours to do the exact same project the night before, I could get it all done in half the time and for the most part manage to land a pretty decent grade. See, procrastination works both for us and against us. But whenever it comes to our own personal growth and success, one of the greatest enemies that you and I will ever face is procrastination. The interesting thing about this is this: procrastination is so easy to justify. We say things like, one day I'll start that new business, or one day I'll start saving, getting on a budget. One day I'll hire a personal trainer and get fit. So often we know what we should do, we just don't do it. And I want to challenge you today to be a now person. Start doing what God has placed upon your heart today. There's no such thing as a successful person who is a procrastinator. If you describe yourself as a procrastinator, you're basically saying, I'm planning on avoiding a successful life. When you find men and women who found great success, you will inevitably discover that they were people who took their time seriously. If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want becomes a sacrifice. So in my book, The 5 Essentials of Life, I've developed some tools, tips, and techniques that'll help you stop procrastinating. And I want to give you a few of them here today. Number one, put it all down on paper. If you write a comprehensive list with due dates and all these other things, you're much more likely to get these things knocked out. Charles Schwab, a multimillionaire businessman, he once hired a man by the name of Ivy Lee to come and help him become more productive. And so Lee gave Schwab a plan of really underwhelming simplicity. He said, I want you to do this. Every evening, write down the 6 most important things that you should do the following day. List them in order of their importance. And the following morning, coming into work, just do whatever tops the list. And when you're finished, move on to the next. And Schwab said, okay, that's good advice. How much do I owe you? And Ivy Lee said, use it for several months and then decide on the value of the plan and send me a check. Well, several months later, Charles Schwab sent Ivy Lee a check for $25,000. So the key here is you got to put it all down on paper, prioritize it in the order of its most importance. Number 2, eat little bites until your plate is empty. Remember that old, saying, how do you eat an elephant? Well, the answer is very straightforward: one bite at a time. And that's how you get anything done, to be honest. You break these big tasks into more manageable, smaller tasks. And before you know it, you're done. Third tip, go somewhere else to get it done. Get outside of your routine. Sometimes you need to get out of Dodge and change your workspace if you really want to finish a task or project. When I write books, for example, I really need to hide myself away so I can focus. It's much harder for me to complete a paragraph, let alone a whole chapter or more, when I can easily be interrupted. So if you find yourself stuck, try doing the same thing. Try going to a different place, a different location. Number 4, fourth tip, don't try to be perfect. Perfectionists have serious difficulty getting anything finished. They may get close, may even get 99% there, but they struggle completing projects because they just won't let things go. It's never good enough. The danger, of course, is you never get anything done and you start falling behind. Here's the 5th key. Quit making excuses and just get it done. Be like Nike, where they said, just do it. Don't leave it. Don't make excuses. Pony up. Step up to the plate. Take a swing. And every other cliche statement that's out there, just do it. Really, that's the only way to stop procrastinating. You just don't procrastinate. It's like running a marathon. You can't learn to do it if you never go out and run. Now remember, time is the ballot that records your vote on what really matters in life. You will always have time to do what you will in your heart to do. When something is truly a priority for you, you're going to find the time. When it's not, you'll find an excuse.